I recognize you from a mic'd up video you had on Instagram.
Yes, sir.
It was pretty hilarious, actually. You're a colorful dude.
Yes, sir. I just like to be myself. You know what I'm saying?
When you're mic'd up like that, is there like extra thought into what you're saying, or you're just being you?
I just being myself. I'm just a character, honestly.
Yeah, yeah,
Being myself most of the time.
yeah. Well, that's part of the fun. I see you're committed to USC.
Yes, sir.
Uh,
Yes, yeah.
when did you make that decision?
I committed on March 22nd, I want to say,
Okay.
and then I announced it March 23rd.
So what all went into that decision?
Just the overall feel of LA, you know what I'm saying? The coaching staff, just everything about it, it felt right in the moment, you know what I'm saying? Everything met everything met what I needed to meet. So yeah, that's why I committed.
Well, being a guy from Georgia, is LA like a culture shock at all?
I wouldn't necessarily say it's a culture shock because most of my family they're from the city. They're from Brooklyn and Baltimore and Boston and all that. So it's not really a culture shock. But transferring from Warner Robins to LA, I would say this.
Yeah.
But I'm not like it doesn't like shock me in a way because I'm used to it. But yeah.
Yeah. So are you familiar with D1 training at all?
No, that they gave me a little breakdown about it over there.
Okay, yeah, already telling you. Yeah, so we work with athletes of all ages and skill levels, helping them take their game to the next level. So what I'd like to hear you talk about is any kind of training to become an athlete like yourself. What is the importance really of that going that extra mile and kind of beyond just what you get at football practice?
I work out almost every single day, honestly. Like I'll probably work out in the morning. I would say at least I work out at least an hour a day, but that's just like weight room workout. Like I work outside the weight room every day also. Like the field, I feel like that's just an amazing way to perfect your body, you know what I'm saying, from injuries or anything of that nature. I feel like it's important because you're ahead because you're doing this, you're lifting weights, you're working while nobody else is. So I feel like it just pushing you, giving you a step ahead than just sitting down all day, not doing anything.
Now, what about when you are exhausted? You were like, I kind of want to quit for the day. I want to hang it up, but you decide to keep going.
Yeah.
What is it that makes you keep going more reps?
Yeah, I would say it would be the grit to be better of yourself, like to be a better person. I would say that for sure. Just you wanting to be better. Like I feel like you probably can't say that I'm doing 10 bench reps or something and of 225 and you can't do 10. I would say at least lower the weight and still I would say do more than 10 because you lower the weight. So I just how I look at things of that nature. So yeah.
Right on.
Yeah.
Keep pushing. So one more question. Tell me one unforgettable sports memory for you, whether it be as a spectator or as an athlete.
Um I would say an unforgettable moment.
Like a big play or even a big game you were at as a kid watching it.
Um I would say oh a practice. Oh, it was an OTA that we had and I was at tight. I was playing tight end and I had a seam route, and the sun, it was one of those days in Georgia, like it was in the country of Georgia, and the sun was like right in my face. I couldn't even look at the ball. I was on a seam route, and a little safety, like about 5'10", knocked the daylights out of me. That was my unforgettable moment.
Man,
So yeah.
that's funny. So I do this podcast. I interviewed a lot of folks, and everybody always shares stories that are like a real victorious moment. But here today, I've never gotten one that's kind of like a negative story that's going to drive you. I've gotten two of those today. But I feel you. I see what that's all about.
I mean, it just at first I was mad, but I had to move on to be better. So
Yeah.
just it won't happen again.
Yeah. All right, man. Isaiah, thank you so much for your time.
No problem.
Best of luck, buddy. Have a good time this week.
Yes, sir.
See you,
Appreciate it.
man.